Yo, what's good, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to the movie review for the first Noelle, starring Novi Brown, also La Milan. And I'm going to give you the synopsis for this movie. It is after an on again, off again relationship, Noelle and Terrence reunite during the holidays. But Noelle is surprised when Terrence returns home with the new girlfriend of the same name. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, you already know what it is and what it always will be. And so what I'm going to start doing, anytime one of the cast members of Sisters is in a film, I'm going to try my best to review it if it's something that I can handle. I can't promise all of them, but I'm going to try my best. I really enjoyed this movie. This is a feel-good Christmas movie, and I personally appreciated the message of the film, or at least the message that I received from the film. And y'all already know how we do. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you choose to. If not, we just gonna get right into this thing. So Novi plays the character Noelle. And so that there is no confusion, both of the main women in this movie are named Noelle. So when I use the name No, I'm referring to Novi Brown's character. When I say L, I'm referring to La Milan's character. So she plays a character by the name of Noelle who works at a publishing company. And her dream is to have her own imprint one day so that she can publish the genres of literature that is important to her or that she just genuinely likes. And so her boyfriend, Terrence, has been offered a new position, which will cause him to move to London and head up his company's office there. No decides that she and Terrence should end their romantic relationship, yet maintain their friendship. Now, it's necessary for me to point out that they have been best friends since they were kids. So he doesn't really want to break up, but he's moving to London. She's in the States. It's just not going to work. And I truly agree with her decision to end the romantic aspect of their relationship. Now, fast forward, a whole year has passed, and Terrence and Noelle have kept in touch faithfully because they're best friends. So, of course, they've been keeping in touch, calling each other, texting each other, updating the other on their professional and personal happenings, or so they think. So, they know everything about each other, or should I say almost. So, everything is going according to plan. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I got a bone to pick with Terrence. We just gonna get into that. So he comes back into town for Christmas. And of course, No is happy to see her friend, especially because Sis wants that old thing back. But there is an issue. Terrence has a girlfriend. And not only does he has a girlfriend, this is unbeknownst information to No. She has no idea that he's involved with anyone or the depth of his dynamic with his girlfriend. And on the other hand, his girlfriend believes that him and No are only friends, and she is completely oblivious to the romantic aspect of their relationship. I said, Terrence, brother, I almost want to call him a dog somewhat. He may not be a pit bull or Rottweiler, but he a Chihuahua, like a little dog. Got a little dog in him, not atomic dog, but a little dog. I'm like, how? And y'all, the more I watched this movie, I was in a situation like this. And honestly, I think mine was a little worse. But I'm going to talk about that a little later. So, again, No is happy that her friend is back in town. She wants that old thing back. They happen to go out to eat. And at this very moment, she wants to tell him how she feels because she wants to get back together. And the moment she begins to open up, that's when the girlfriend comes. No is completely taken off guard. She has no idea that he's in a relationship, and she has to go to the bathroom to collect her thoughts because she's hurt. She's hurt. She's caught off guard, and the fact that they're friends and he didn't tell her anything. I was like, Terrence, you getting more and more of a Chihuahua dog. Like, you're just not being honest with either one of these women. Now, the thing that blew me, Christmas movies have a tendency to make you feel good about certain things, and it also has a tendency to make you overlook a lot of things because they're supposed to make you feel good and give you that fuzzy feeling on the inside. Now, if this wasn't a Christmas movie, I would be looking at Terrence as like he has a problem. Not only did he get a girlfriend who shares the same name as his best friend, but they have so many similarities. They love Janet Jackson. They're into publishing. They're into writing. There are so many things about them that it's like you literally just went and got an off-brand version of the woman that you previously had. So, I ain't gonna give Elle too much because Elle is a sweet, sweet girl. She's so sweet, so oblivious. Now, Elle is what I would call like a social media celebrity, and she has written this book to empower women. And it's sad because she really is a nice girl and she's very genuine in her intentions. So once Noel's boss finds out that her friend is dating Elle, she has to get her signed. She's like, if you get her signed, I will be more than happy to give you that imprint that you want. So now Noel's main objective is to get Elle to sign to her publishing company. She don't really like the girl. She don't really like the girl. All she sees is an opportunity, one, to sign her, and two, to get her man back. So she gets close to her. She confides in her. And Elle begins to tell her like what drew her to Terrence, how much she loves him. Now, Terrence's mama don't like Elle because Elle can't cook. I said, well, that ain't a good reason not to like the girl, but she does. She doesn't like her. And you know how it is if you have been a part of this type of relationship dynamic, or if you know someone who's been a part of this relationship dynamic when you were kids, you were friends, you grew up, the family knows you, you're cool with the sisters, and everybody just adore you, and everybody believes that you and that person is going to be together. And when that gets shattered, sometimes it's hard for the family to move on and to welcome in the new person that individual might be dating. And that's what happens to Elle. And I really felt bad for her in some instances in this movie because, like I said, her intentions are so genuine. And she just has no idea, what the hell is going on in Noel's mind and Noel's intentions with her. So we're going to get a little bit into Noel's personal life. Noelle lives with her sister, her sister's husband, and her nephew. And the guy who plays her brother-in-law is hilarious to me. He just want his house back. He won't know to get the hell out. And I can't blame him. But the way that their back and forth is so funny. And it was just really good to see Novi in a different type of role. And another thing that was so interesting is that her boss name is Sabrina. So to hear her constantly say the name Sabrina, it was like really weird. And I'm like, you never really realize how much you buy into the characters that these women play on Sisters, that when you see them as something else, it's really weird. I can't explain it, but I'm just going to attest that to their ability to bring the characters that they play to life in such a real way, even though they get on our nerves, but it's still such a real way. So in the midst of all of this, there's this guy by the name of Vincent, who is a signed author to Noel's publishing company. And off rip, you can tell that he is into her. He has a crush on her, but she is completely oblivious to this. And going back to what I said earlier about the messaging in this film is that sometimes what we think we want, what we say we're looking for, can be right in front of our faces, but because we are so locked in on something that's just not right for us anymore, we can miss out on that opportunity. And that's almost what happened to Noelle. But this is a Christmas movie, so things just have to work out like it's supposed to work out. What I will say is that Elle eventually finds out about Terrence and Noelle, and she is distraught. She's hurt. She feels like she was being used, and that's exactly what was happening. That's exactly what was going down. And in the big scheme of things, Noelle wanted her man back. Her sister was down for it. Do whatever you gotta do to get your man, girl. And sometimes you don't need those kind of people. I am not an advocate for messing up someone's relationship. Sometimes you just gotta let the ship sail when you see it going in the water. But Noelle wasn't trying to hear that. She loved him. She felt like he was the one. She wanted him. And I'm gonna tell y'all a little story why I said, as I was watching this movie, it really connected with me because me and this guy, we were, young sweethearts, dating when we were super young, and life happens. And I always thought that he was the one, that was the person that I was going to marry and have a family with. And we maintained the friendship, but the romantic aspect of us, fizzled. And we kept in touch faithfully. And this brother had got married. He had a child and he did not tell me. I had no idea. And a mutual friend of mine, we were speaking and she asked me about him. And I was like, yeah, girl, I just talked to him a couple of days ago. And she was like, oh, good. So you know. And I was like, no, what? And she told me the whole story. And I was so hurt and I was so distraught. But I wasn't more so hurt about the romantic aspect that I thought we would have. It was just the fact that we were friends and he was someone who I truly loved as a friend. And I felt like our friendship wasn't what I thought it was because he could keep something like that from me. And that's how I kind of viewed No in this situation, is like, this is your best friend. You guys have been friends since you were kids. And he was able to keep something like that from you. He was able to keep the fact that he's in love with this woman and you had no idea, and vice versa with Elle. And so, to make a long story short, Terrence tells No that he is in love with Elle. He wants to be with Elle. He wants to marry her and have a life with her, but he wanted to keep her as a friend. And she had to make a decision. Like, is that something that she's capable of doing? Is that something that she even wants to do? And so this guy, Vincent, I'm not trying to give a lot of spoilers or what have you, but this guy, Vincent, at the end of the movie, he makes a play. He makes a play. And No, it's almost like the light bulb go off, like, oh, you've been here the entire time. You've been trying to get with me the entire time. And I've just been so consumed in my own desire that I almost missed you. And so that's why I say I love the messaging of it, because a lot of times these movies are portrayed to be happily ever after. And all the time, a happily ever after is not about you getting the guy at the end or getting the woman at the end or getting whatever your heart desires, especially if it comes to the detriment of somebody else. But that happily ever after can be you opening up your eyes to see what's in front of you and being welcome to a new opportunity of love, of friendship, of job opportunity. So that's why I really like this movie, The First Noelle. I thought it was a great feel-good movie. It's a good movie to watch with your boo. It's a good film to watch if you're by yourself or if you're with your friends or what have you. It was just a really, really good film, and I am appreciative. I know everybody doesn't celebrate Christmas or the holidays, but it's really good to see so many Black actors and actresses have an opportunity to be in these holiday films, because most likely, you go to Hallmark, Lifetime, it was more so white people in these films, in these spaces. And I'm just grateful that we're able to turn on the TV and see reflections of ourselves in these type of films. So it was a good movie. If you haven't watched it, I know it came on BET Friday and I know it's on BET Plus. I would definitely recommend this movie. It feels good. Like I said, Terrence, I'm gonna let you slide, bro, because it was a Christmas movie and it's supposed to make us feel good and bubbly on the inside. So I'm gonna let it go. But if you guys watched it, what were your thoughts about it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Was it too cheesy? I do like cheesy Christmas movies. Not too cheesy, but this one was the right amount of cheesy. I really thought it was a great story. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, y'all be safe out there, and I'm going to holler at you later.